The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, check back, back 6. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Like 6.
Here's Fitzpatrick.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Fitzpatrick.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
And Fitzpatrick's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's able to get it to the... 33, good enough for a first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Ravens.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
Buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fitzpatrick.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
They go play action with Jackson.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Adafe Owe came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? Looking long for Thomas. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Got some real estate inside the 30. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll try to keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Jackson on 1st down. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the 2nd half.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Gibson again. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Fitzpatrick.
Got a man. It's Gibson complete.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. This is brought in by Gibson. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 27, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Just like that. Just like that. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Fitzpatrick.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Fitzpatrick now.
Touchdown, Washington.
Logan Thomas from 6 yards away.
And Washington has taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Cameron Curl.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down.
2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Fitzpatrick.
Completes it to Samuel.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Fitzpatrick. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Gibson again, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Again, Jackson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Once more, Gibson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Jackson.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Now Jackson.
Steps away to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to him making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And with time a factor here late, we'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this one is incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
First down,
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, Jackson. Again, that's Watkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Being chased out left. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.